Every morning before sunrise, Jolly stood quietly in the kitchen. The house was silent. The world was still. He wasn't a perfect cook. Sometimes the rice stuck together. Sometimes the fruit slices weren't even. But none of that mattered to him. Ever since his wife passed away 2 years ago, Jolly had made a promise. My son will never feel alone. So each morning, he packed lunch with steady hands. Warm rice, carefully sliced fruit, and a small folded note tucked gently into the corner. Dad loves you. Be brave today. He always handed it over with a soft smile. His son always nodded, though lately he wouldn't look him in the eyes. At school, things were different. Most of the kids bought pizza, fries, and colorful snacks from the cafeteria. They compared brands. They laughed loudly. One afternoon, a boy leaned over and opened the lunchbox. "Your dad still packs your food? That's so babyish." The table burst into laughter. The words stayed in Jolly's son's mind long after the laughter faded. That day, he quietly stood up, walked to the trash can, and threw everything away. Rice, fruit, the folded note. He told himself he wasn't hungry. That evening he came home and said, "Dad, I'm starving. Is there anything to eat?" Jolly looked surprised. "I packed a big lunch for you today. Was it not enough?" His son showed him the empty container. "I ate it all." Jolly nodded slowly, but the container was too clean. The spoon untouched, the napkin still neatly folded. Something didn't feel right. The next day, Jolly left work early. He stood quietly near the schoolyard, out of sight. When lunchtime came, he watched. His son opened the lunchbox, looked around, then slowly walked to the trash bin and emptied everything inside. Jolly's chest tightened. He didn't call out. He didn't interrupt. He simply stood there, understanding more than he wanted to. That evening, Jolly placed the lunchbox gently on the table. "I saw what happened today," he said softly. His son froze. "They laugh at me," the boy whispered. "They say only babies bring food from home." Jolly sat beside him. "Do you know why I pack your lunch?" he asked gently. "When I was your age," Jolly said quietly, "my father was always too busy. No packed lunches, no notes. I used to wish someone would wake up early just for me. I promised myself that if I ever had a child, I would make sure he felt loved every single day." Tears rolled down the boy's cheeks. "If they laugh at you for being loved, let them. One day they'll understand what they're missing." The next morning, Jolly packed the lunch again. But this time he added something extra. A small photo of the two of them cooking together. And a new note. "Real strength is not hiding love, it's being proud of it." At lunchtime, his son opened the box. The same kids glanced over. He hesitated. Then he took a bite. And this time, he didn't walk to the trash. He stayed at the table. One boy leaned closer. "You're actually eating that?" He nodded. "My dad wakes up early to make it," he said quietly. "It's his way of being there for me." There was no anger in his voice, just pride. The loudest boy looked down at his pizza. "My dad leaves before I wake up." "I barely see him." Another child stared at her packaged snack. "My mom just sends money," she said softly. "She doesn't have time." The teasing stopped. For the first time, they weren't looking at the food. They were thinking about the hands that prepared it. "What did he pack today?" someone asked. He opened the lunchbox wider. "Rice, fruit, and he always puts a note." "A note?" He showed them. "Real strength is not hiding love. It's being proud of it." No one laughed. The loudest boy slowly pushed his pizza aside. "Tomorrow," he said quietly, "I'm asking my mom to pack me something too." Another nodded. "Yeah, me too." That afternoon, Jolly's son came home smiling. "Dad, can you teach me how to make the rice the way you do?" Jolly looked up, surprised. "Why?" "Some of my friends want to try it tomorrow." For the first time in weeks, Jolly's heart felt light. "Of course," he said. That night, they cooked together. And the next day, the lunch table looked different. Not because the food had changed, but because the children had learned something powerful. Being loved is never embarrassing. It's something to be grateful for. Like this video if you think one should never be ashamed of love.